This your boy Derek Branch here of SportsTalk365.com. In today's episode of the Saints Discussion Show, we're going to talk about Alvin Kamara's contract year and what should we, as fans, who that nation, they should expect from him going forward this season. As many of you already know, Alvin Kamara is going into his contract year, his final year of his deal with the New Orleans Saints. He is their featured running back with the team. He also has, in the Sean Payton offense, there's going to be a two-back system. But, we saw it in the past, with Reggie Bush, and had Reggie Bush, Pierre Thomas, Mike Bell. One time it was a three-headed monster in 2009. Then the next year was, Reggie Bush. He had battled some injuries, but Chris Ivory emerged. And you had Chris Ivory, Pierre Thomas, Then, next season is, more of the same thing. It's Chris Ivory, Pierre Thomas, that traded Reggie Bush away. Mark Ingram now got into the fold. So it's always been in Sean Payton's system. It's always a two-back system. You saw with Darren Sproles did some great things for the team while he was here. Now with Mark Ingram, but I think that with Mark Ingram, man, I think believe it or not, I believe what hurt Mark Ingram was that the suspension he had over the 4-game suspension he had for the banned substance, I believe. I just think that that's kind of put him in Sean Payton's doghouse for a little bit. He would come back, perform, but it wasn't the Mark Ingram that we seen in previous in the season prior, man, when he was just balled out, straight up beast in the 2017 season. But Alvin Kamara, I think Alvin Kamara is the running back that Sean Payton always wanted as a head coach. He's the guy that he's wanted for years. He's the running back that he wanted to have with Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush couldn't stay healthy, and there's a lot of this debate about Reggie Bush needing a fullback, to really get the potential out of him, to see his full potential like they had at USC. We saw how Reggie Bush took off as a tailback when he went to teams like the Miami Dolphins, the New York, not the Giants, but the Detroit Lions, teams that had fullbacks blocking for him. They didn't really, Sean Payton really, really gone back to that mold with the fullbacks. We saw it in previous years with Zach Line, and now we got the new fullback that came in. I can't remember his name right now off the top of my head, but we're not using the fullback now with their offense. They're one of the few teams that have fullbacks with their offense now in their running game. So Alvin Kamara, he comes into this year ready to produce from what I see. I've seen a couple of his videos on social media, Twitter, Instagram, of him working out with his trainers. Like he's motivated to get back to business. I think he's going to be 100% healthy. Hopefully, if there's a football season, he don't get stopped because of the pandemic. I think he's going to have a great year. Shouldn't have any, hiccups this year, injuries, if he can stay the course. I think that, if he does put up the numbers that's on the level of what he's done in previous years, in 2017, 2018. Last year it wasn't that bad, but his numbers weren't bad, but it wasn't the numbers that we've seen from him in those first 2 years, man. He had a solid year. He just didn't have the touchdowns. He didn't have the touchdowns that we've seen from him in those previous 2 years. But right now you can see I got his contract pulled up on Spot Track. His contract right now is like 4 years, $3 million, $972 signing bonus, average salary $964,000. Guaranteed signing, total, same, but the same. Right now, 2021, you see he's an unrestricted free agent, and according to Spot Track, his market value right now. Let's give it a second. His market value right now is $14.9 million. $14.9 million for Alvin Kamara, man. If he gets, now he is the list. This is his market value. He's projected to get a 4-year contract, $59 million, $14 million guaranteed at the day of the signing. It'll be for a running back. He'll be ranked 3rd for highest paid, and for overall ranking, he'll be the 69th highest paid player. But this is the running backs right now. It's the top 5, top 4 top paid running backs right now. You got Christian McCaffrey, who signed the $64 million, $60 million guaranteed deal. He's 23 when he signed. You got Melvin Gordon, 2-year deal, $8 million up front, guaranteed, pretty low. But you got Le'Veon Bell, $52 million, 13 guaranteed, $13 mil. Ezekiel Elliott, in 6 years, $90 million, $15 million guaranteed. So Alvin Kamara was going to get, right here it says after adjusting the above contracts as if signed at Kamara's current age, 24, a linear regression is performed, providing us with the following initial value: 4-year deal, $57 million, $14 million guaranteed. So, I think that, my opinion, I think Alvin Kamara could do just as much damage as Christian McCaffrey when given the opportunity, when he's healthy. I think he's more explosive. He has more power. I think they're about the same as far as catching passes out of the backfield. Kamara could be using them a multitude of ways: wide receiver, kick return. You seen him done it, running the football. I think he has a little more power than Christian McCaffrey as well. But I wrote a piece on this about a week ago from my site, sportstalk365.com, New Orleans Saints section on it. Check it out if you get a chance. About the Saints and 2020 offense projected stats for key personnel. And this is what I got Alvin Kamara projected at. Let's give me a couple minutes. Right here. So last season stats were 797 yards, 5 rushing touchdowns, 533 receiving yards, 81 receptions, and just 1 touchdown. And he usually does better than that in both departments. He still had a close to 1,300 yards all-purpose, but that's slightly down from last year, from the previous 2 years. But overall, I got him going to 2020 with healthy. I projected him to have 890 yards rushing, 12 rushing touchdowns, 780 receiving yards, 83 receptions, and 6 rushing touchdowns. So that's what I got, man. I told him 18 total touchdowns and about 1,600 all-purpose yards, man. 1,600, 1,700 all-purpose yards. With those numbers right there should put him in the ballpark of getting that $14 million guaranteed, or up to where Christian McCaffrey or Ezekiel is getting paid at right now. I think he's special. I believe that he's healthy. He's committed to being a Saint in the long run. That offense is I think it still strive without him in the lineup with Latavius Murray, but you won't get the same type of that explosiveness. It will be a more ball control offense, a more balanced attack without Alvin Kamara in. And that may be an issue depending on who they're playing going in the future if he's not in that part of that lineup. They did pretty well last season with him out there, with him not being there. But defense has changed from year to year, so we'll see. But that's what I have Alvin Kamara at next year. After the season, I think he'll get a new deal. should be at that $14 million to $14 to $15 million range. I believe he's on the level of Christian McCaffrey. He just has to stay healthy and continue to put up those numbers and contribute to the team. Ultimate goal, which is the Super Bowl title. Should be interesting. So that's all I got for right now, man. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. If you listen to this podcast on YouTube, let me know how you feel. Do you expect Alvin Kamara to, put up numbers bigger than the ones I put in the article? Do you think he's on a level or past Christian McCaffrey? Do you think he's worked the contract they could be receiving in the future? You listen to this episode on Spreaker. Give me a follow, a like. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. How you feel about the situation? Do you think they should extend him during training camp, or should they wait it out to see how he performs before they give him the new deal? Which is what I would prefer they do. Also, if you're interested in checking out more interesting articles on the New Orleans Saints, just check out Sports Talk 365's New Orleans Saints section. And for the latest content on the black and gold, latest transactions, we got everything, the articles. We're gonna be breaking down the predictions, the previews this year for all the games. If that is a season this year, so just check it out. Let me know how you feel. That's all I got. Didn't want to be with you that long. Share this podcast wherever you go. Hang out on social media, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, man. This is it right here. This is the New Orleans Saints section of the Sports Talk 365 website. That's all I got for right now. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Have a blessed day. Peace. With that.